Can ChatGPT help Etsy sellers? Well, in this video, we're going to try to ask it Etsy questions. For those that don't know what ChatGPT is, it's a pretty impressive AI that's been now available to the public. So I'm going to ask it questions like what print-on-demand product to sell in July, or what digital product store to open up on Etsy during 2023. These are all the questions that we're going to try to ask the AI and see what it can do. Now, let's jump on ChatGPT. Just to give you guys kind of perspective on what it can do, let's ask it to write a poem. Let's start our video with a great poem about Etsy, right? So for example, write me a poem about selling on Etsy from the perspective of a broke Etsy seller. So, all right, here it is. In my little shop on Etsy, I sell with all my heart and soul, but sometimes it feels like a hobby when my pockets are empty and cold. I pour my love into each piece, a sweater, a painting, a charm, but the sales are slow and few, and my bank account is alarm. I keep on tracking, I keep on trying, hoping that one day I'll be able to pay all my bills and maybe even save for something special, something fun, something gay. I dream of the day when my shop is thriving, when my sales are brisk and my customers too, when I can finally say that Etsy is my breakthrough. But until then, I'll keep on selling with a smile and a hope in my heart. And maybe one day my pockets will be full and my new chapter in my life will start. So there you go, guys. If that doesn't freak you out and make you want to live in a cave, I don't know what will. So yeah, look at that. That's the AI that we're going to be asking Etsy questions. We're going to be asking, hey, what can I sell? Like, because this is crazy. I mean, you literally ask it and it will give you the answer. So for example, so one of the very powerful things that you can use on this thing, and with great power comes great responsibility. Look at this, guys. So I'm going to go on Etsy. I'm going to find a product. Let's just say we're selling this product and it's literally the same thing. We're just changing what's going to be engraved on our wooden board. But look at this. So if I were to copy this, and this is scary, guys. This is insane. So you never have to really think about your descriptions unless you specifically want to, communicate. So rewrite this product description in a more exciting tone, and then you just go ahead and do parentheses, and this is crazy, guys. So it does take a little bit of time because it's trying to process through all that information. Now you could just say rewrite and it'll just reorganize the way it's being said. But look at that. Introducing the ultimate gift for the culinary connoisseur in your life. Yeah, so it's doing it. I mean, it's literally doing it. So it's rewriting everything. Now, as far as how it's going to organize, I'm not sure. If it's obviously not doing it that way. You can organize it later, but it's just rewriting the freaking thing for you in a different tone. Like if you want to create a brand in your shop and you want it to bubbly and whatever, you can literally just tell it in a bubbly personality and it will do that, which is crazy. The second thing it could do is it could do titles, right? But here's the other crazy part. If you need to do if you needed to do tags, look at this. Give me a list of keywords that my product will rank on in that description. I don't know if this is a complicated question, but I'm just curious if it's going to do that. Personalized, cutting board, gift, wedding, anniversary, housewarming style. This is crazy. This is insane, guys. Now, obviously, you're gonna sift through that, or like shipping. Like I wouldn't put shipping. But let's ask you the question: what should we sell? So let's just say we're selling T-shirts. We're a print-on-demand shop. So let's go ahead. I want to sell on Etsy and make tons of money. What shirt product should I sell in the summer? Let's see. There's no way to guarantee making lots of money. It's funny how it just recognized tons of money. Like it depends on many factors, right? Markets, all that stuff. Keep in mind, also important. So it just gave me a general basic idea. So we're just gonna ask a more follow-up question. Can you suggest or any keywords if I want to sell for bridesmaid. So for bridesmaid gift. So let's see if it can. And I didn't write t-shirts, so I'm hoping that it can, say, hey, t-shirts. So here's a few keywords you can look for selling bridesmaids gifts. Okay, so it's not even considering. Okay, so it's not considering t-shirts. But let's have it right. Okay, well, I mean, this is a great one. The fact that it can write all these great keywords that you can. Survival kit, proposal box, bridesmaids proposal gifts. Like, I guess if you are going to ask what should you sell, ask, say, what keywords are popular. So let's just go ahead and say what keywords are popular for bridesmaid t-shirts. So I think that's going to be better. Here's a few keywords popular for bridesmaids t-shirts. So bridesmaid t-shirts, bridesmaid t. So this is a great way to put together tags. Now, obviously, it's repeating a lot of things, but different ways of writing t-shirts, like T and then party t-shirts. So, I mean, this you can just keep asking the follow-up questions and put together a list of tags or a list of ideas to do. So, what's the best selling design for bridesmaid? So let's see if it can answer us with actual visual, not that it's going to draw us a question because this is a chat version. There are versions where you can actually have it designed for you, but you'd have to use an API. But it's difficult to say. Okay, so it's matching with brides t-shirts, personalized t-shirts with bridesmaid names for wedding day, t-shirts that playful humor. Okay, so it's given us ideas on what to think about when we are. So it's saying floral or geometric pattern. So it's given us ideas on what to consider when we're designing. So which is kind of nice. And then it's telling us, hey, bridesmaid roles of bridesmaid, this is all great information for people that have never been selling anything in the wedding space. This would be great information. Like, I used to not know that there was different roles. Like, I was so disconnected before I got married myself that there were different kinds of maid of honor, matron of honors, and yada yada. And keep going. Like, I didn't even know the difference between that. But this is great. This is awesome. So let's ask it the question on digital products. Let's actually ask it saying what keywords are most popular for digital products for wedding invitation. I don't know if I spelled it, but if it's, All right, wedding invitation template, digital. So this is great. Printable wedding. So some of these things they're obvious, but boho wedding invitation, elegant wedding. Again, this is really great things to think about when you're doing tags as well. So it's not really giving us what's the best ranking. So I think it's a great tool, not for at least where it's at right now, not to tell you what product exactly to sell, but it's giving you ideas and where you should where your product should be positioned. What does this mean for Etsy sellers or any? Because we are in the creative space, we create product. So when an AI is doing a large portion of our work for us now, currently as it stands, it is part of it's one of the tools that we can have in our tool belt to do this kind of work. But at the same time, what does that mean for creativity? And I think that's just exactly the point. I think creativity is something that it cannot replace. So yes, it can maybe get us closer to what we should sell, and it might get even better and with more definition about what we can sell. When it tells us these are the or when we go back here, these are the elements that tend to work really well. Like, I said yes to the dress. That phrase, though it found that phrase being a high popular phrase on Etsy, how is that going to look like? How do we formulate the fonts? How do we formulate the tone of our shirts and the background and the foreground so that the customer, that our ideal customer, when we've done our market research and we've figured out our ideal customer, how to best communicate that phrase or that particular design to that customer? Or is that phrase or that design even appropriate for my customer? So that connection, that human-to-human connection, the AI would not be able to replicate. And that's, I think, where the focus should be. And that's what I've been saying in all my videos. You need to understand your customer, and you need to connect with your customer using designs, using elements, so that you create that X factor product that the customers, when they see it, they're automatically connected to that product, because the connection is what's going to cause your customer to respond to your listing. And when the customer responds, whether likes it, favors it, or even buys it, then the algorithm on Etsy will recognize that and will recommend to more lookalike audience that you've tailored to. So that is a very important factor that you need to think about. Now, when I talk about the X Factor product, that is the reason why some of the listings are 10 times the sales of all the competitors. It is the X Factor. If you want to know more about what that means, the X Factor product, and how to create them, I talk about that in this video. Go ahead and check it out.